Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and today I would like to start off by commencing this job interview as a sustainability consultant at the government of Sharjah and setting the rules for this interview. When I have the glasses on, it means that I am the interviewer, and when the glasses are off, it means that I am the interviewee. So, starting off, what makes you a worthy candidate? I am a worthy candidate by grades, first in achieving A's in all the mandatory subjects to be a sustainability professional, and even prior in school to winning the Scientist of the Year award. I am a worthy candidate by looking at looking at the designs that I created, which are environmentally sound designs for the company of Arcon, and I have a few sustainable designs that can be seen in the world today. I am also constantly staying up to date with the latest in technology in regards to a more sustainable future. Also, I am a local of the Emirate, knowing the place by heart and have a great knowledge in where an action plan to combat pollution should be implemented in the city. Believing in mixing agriculture with urban living and mobility to create a harmonic balance. Also a strong believer in the carrying capacity of a country or a state, and believe as an initiative we can reach a collective to bring the city to achieving urban capacity limit without reducing the lifestyle and excessive luxuries. And also I am a young talent with knowledge from abroad and a local touch to join a prestigious team. What does your So moving on with the next question, what does your vision in making the UAE a world leader in climate change and in protecting your environment? My vision is to make the country into an environmentally friendly heaven on earth where people live healthy and get to achieve a long life doing what they love. Increase vegetation and wildlife by 50% in greenery and 100% in domestic produce, as within recent improvements in biodiversity and genetic modification, the country is able to live off its own organic produce and reduce flights coming in, seeing the influx of flights already using Dubai as the center of the world, connecting the east and west. Also, cutting out 75% of fossil-based fuels sources and creating greenery for miles to combat the pollution of the ones remaining. Also, in creating a water desalination station, the largest in the world, and having it used to plant all kinds of fruits and vegetables. All this should be in the UAE climate plan of 2050, and this is a reason where also why you should see me as a candidate, because I am pushing for this 2050 movement, and it could be a big milestone in the country. Do you understand the stressors that go along with the job? I do understand the responsibilities start and especially seeing that UAE started to have factors and starting to expand its economy. So as an initiative we should value sustainability and value a zero impact state where our pollution is equivalent of our outreach, of our output. Do you agree in creating a zero waste nation? Yes, I agree with that, and that can be achieved in the next 50 years. What are the possible statistical numbers that are feasible in improving environmental factors in the country? 5% gradual carbon footprint decrease every year. What allocation of the country's VAT income should be allocated? What allocation of the country's VAT income should be allocated to the environmental changes? I believe 7% should go towards switching out reliance on carbon-based energy sources to homes and businesses and add government incentives on charging and owning electric vehicles. With such a vast population increase and globalization adding this, do you ever see with globalization increasing, do you ever see it possible as a sustainable consultant to make environmentally just changes and still make a profit and ensure wages and standards are of public are of standard, seeing how the public affects the government? Yes, I believe so, and that is by incorporating deals with countries who manufacture solar panels and wind turbines on a long-term payment by substituting and saving on available fuel sources to slowly pay back the investment, and also keeping the fossil fuels in storage so it can increase the price and have it seen as a gold stock. Also, implementing other environmentally sources doesn't mean you have to cut out carbon fuel sources because they are cheap and reliable and are good to have as a backup. And also, incorporating alternative green fuel sources are efficient for most times of the year and it can reduce the carrying capacity. And the country should seek investment from the central bank to remove financing costs and switch out into the more environmentally fuel sources. And looking at my vision is to start from small project to project, and as the economy progresses, we implement taxation on excessive polluting companies. Then we can join the global initiative of the United Nations in stopping water level rise and pollution. To conclude, I have been studying the sciences more than 15 years and will continue on learning and implementing a green tomorrow to the work done here and to the nation to reach the global fronts of excellence. And final question, where do you see yourself 20 years from now if you are working in the government? I see myself in creating multiple changes and in taking a note to reach the 2050 vision and in 50 years, which will be in 2075, to implement a society that is totally de- dependent of fuel emissions and to be more greener and to have a long sustaining relationship as my father has done before to this country and to continue achieving excellence. And this is why I believe I am a perfect candidate for the job and I do hope you consider me, especially with the years of expertise that I have been working in the field and with my degree. And thank you so much for listening and conducting this interview, and hopefully I can have the honor of working in your prestigious company. Thank you.